Hi, what's up?
That's how we start the first podcast in the first generation called 2021. We're the Powerful Truth Angels. My name's Maddie Matheson. I'm a fake farmer that's trying to grow a beard. And my co-host, co-creator, best friend from afar, bi-coastal,
I'm actually not bi-coastal, but we're
bi-coastal. Aren't we bi-coastal or no?
Are we bi-continental? We're on the same continent. Are we bi-country?
We're international. We're international.
International.
We're international. Boys. We're international. Yeah. Powerful Truth Angels is international. 2020 was the beginning of Powerful Truth Angels. Finding our feet, being birthed. The egg has been cracked. The yolk has been spilled. We have made an omelet. And now we are here to soak it up, eat it, and enjoy it. You know, we've done the heavy lifting. 2021, the bonds have been broken. Everything's back to normal miraculously. January 1st, everything kind of just went back to normal. It was kind of a miracle, right? Like everyone's back to work. The masks have just faded into oblivion.
Yeah. It's like Avengers Endgame. Like Biden snapped his fingers, all the masks evaporated. And then all of a sudden we're working. I'm clubbing again. I got a new car.
Clubbing.
Yeah, I've been clubbing like crazy.
Just kissing random people, clubbing, sweating, dancing, ecstasies.
Yeah, like coming home 7 a.m, eyes jittering from bad Molly, and being fine with it. Getting back on a not on a Zoom call. Getting back into a meeting at my job. And
Zoom's bankrupt. Zoom instantly went bankrupt.
Zoom crashed. Yeah, that was the best thing. Like I actually did buy stock in Zoom. No cap, as they say. I bought stock in Zoom in the beginginng, and it did double. I wish I would have bought more. I just bought a little bit, but I digress. Listen, Bitcoin rocketing through the roof.
Is Bitcoin back? Bitcoin's back. 2021. Bitcoin is
shot
fully
up
back.
Like 10 grand in the past week. Ethereum is doubling. Chainlink. I don't know what that's doing, but it's doing something. Crypto. We're crypto
Dude,
guys.
my dad.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad and my brother, they went so deep into fucking Bitcoin. They bought miners. They bought like Bitcoin miner machines.
Oh yeah.
They went like fully in, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I gotta check back in with them. I don't think it turned out too good. You know?
Are you kidding me?
I think they bought like a couple miners.
Dude, are you kidding me? They should. I know a guy that did that. He mined Bitcoin. He either mined it or he got in for like $75, and he bought a house.
Yeah, my parents.
Bought a fucking house.
My dad
house,
and my
dude.
brother
Just
definitely didn't buy a house. Well.
They sold it.
I think that we should instead of Patreon, people should give us Bitcoin.
Hell yeah, give us some Bitcoin. Sponto
Powerful
told me a
Truth
story.
Is powered by Bitcoin.
We should be crypto. We should have our own crypto. We should have PTA cryptocurrency. It'll blow up. Sponto was telling me a story about his buddy who put everything he had into Bitcoin. Everything,
everything.
A working man. Got his shit together. Said, you know what? He's always trying to figure it out. How do I fucking get there? How do I evolve? How do I escalate my financial situation? Dumped everything he had, 100 racks, into Bitcoin. And then his girlfriend made him sell it. And then it went up. So, or his wife. And
that's that shit. That's that shit that makes you go nuts. That's when you go boom,
nuts.
Boom. You go boom, boom. And I think it's like all those things that you're like, you wait one day. Like people that like, it's crazy. Like when people talk about, I don't have any investments. I don't know how to do that. I don't, I don't know how to, I think I just got RSPs this year, something like that. But the
real small penis.
I got Ben had the smelly small penis. Just
you like to, I like that you like to, you have to tack on the adjective smelly every time you talk about it. So
every time I pee and I like my pee's clear, but I think it's just the penis that smells.
That little fucker stinks.
Like I always think it's like if it's like coffee had bleach. Is like if coffee put like a bit of bleach in the coffee. It smells like if you left that can out in the sun for like a week. You know, that's the beginning of what the undercarriage really
You know-
has. What is that? What did you just drink? Like what is that? Just
Okay.
blended blueberries and peanut butter and
I bought-
protein and
I bought
avocados.
I bought myself two things. I bought a new TV, really good.
What?
Yeah, I got a new TV because I was just like,
Yeah.
I wanted to watch Tenet.
Your other TV was huge and fine.
No, the speaker's blown out. The blacks are all fucked up. I've had it for 10 years, and I really
The
wanted to
blacks
watch
are-
Tenet. And I was gonna buy some speakers because my speaker's fucked up because I did a jazzercise class in COVID with my girlfriend, and it blew out a speaker. So I went and I was like, I went down a rabbit hole where I was like, I'm gonna get some new speakers, and I'm like, do we know anybody that can do this? And then I was like, why don't I just say fuck the new speakers and get a new TV? So I balled out and got a new TV. And then you'll be proud of me. I also got I got a Vitamix. I got my first Vitamix.
You got a Vitamix.
I got a Vitamix, and I haven't. This is what I hate buying shit that's not broken. But I bought two. Like my blender works and my TV works. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna upgrade some shit. And I got a Vitamix.
You've had a good year. You've had a good year.
I got two small little things for myself, and I got a Vitamix. And what I made this now my new thing is I just like to make heavy vegetable sludge. I want to keep. I don't want juice. I get a juice for a base. I get a green juice base, and I fill this Vitamix with fucking beets, carrots, spinach, broccoli, just like whatever ungodly vegetables I can jam into that thing. I get it in there and I mix it up into a sludge, and I drink that sludge because I feel like I don't want to lose any of the fiber. And people that have been juicing a long time and know what the fuck is happening know that this is the truth. Eat the whole fucking vegetable. Stop being a bitch and drinking just the juice and throwing away the pulp. Eat it all. Just get it.
Eat it all.
It's really about getting that thing inside your body, and that's the fastest way for me to do that is with a Vitamix. So I got a Vitamix. It's a digital blender. It has a screen. Everything has a screen now. My girlfriend got me an air fryer, which was like, I don't even know, the jury's still out on that. I made some yam chips. It's like didn't seem much different than the oven. I think an air fryer is just a small oven. It's like a child's oven. It's a child's oven.
It's a
right?
It's a countertop oven. It
really is.
It's incredible, dude. It's incredible. My parents got one for Christmas. They put a turkey in it, and they're like, I cooked a turkey in an hour. And they showed me a picture, and the turkey looked rat fucked. And I was just like, nice looking turkey. That air fryer just like it burns the top really nice, and the bottom doesn't even look cooked. It's like they literally shoved like a 30-pound turkey in the fucking air fryer. And I was just like, my parents are really good cooks too, but I think it just got the best of them. They were so excited that they got a fucking air fryer, and they put like they were just like, put the turkey in. We got it. Open it up in the morning. We're having turkey for dinner. Open it up. Put the turkey in it. And they the photo, it was funny. They were so proud. They're like, Maddie, we got an air fryer. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't know. Just an oven. Oven seems like it's been doing good for a couple hundred years. I'm gonna
the oven's been around for 6,000 years.
I think I'm good on the oven. It makes sense. Yeah. It gets hot. I put it in. I can control the temperature. And they sent me a picture, and their turkey didn't look. No. I know my parents don't listen to this podcast for sure, but fuck Steve and Joan. But they. Huh?
I was going to pile on your parents with you because you said you opened the door to say fuck your parents, and I want to jump in.
Yeah. Jump in.
Do you mind?
Steve and Joan. Yeah. No.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck Steve and fuck Joan. Maximum disrespect. Maximum parenting. Disrespection. Blammo. Listen, here's the thing. I don't mean that, by the way. I love your.
No, I love Steve and John are the best parents in the world,
great.
By the way.
They're the best.
My dad would beat the shit out of you too. No problem. No hands.
I believe
no
that.
Problem.
My dad.
Steve's got super dad strength.
My dad has no strength. Someone got in a chat about whose dads would beat up, and everyone's like, Two-Tone's dad will beat everybody up. I go, no, he's not beating anybody up.
My dad, I honestly think my dad's one of those dads that I think could beat up a lot. I've seen my dad fight a couple times. Which a lot of parents like, when you have a dad that fights, but it's just like, I've seen my dad smoke some people.
Most people haven't seen their dad scrap. Yeah.
He's like 65, and my dad's still like, what that guy's like, feel my biceps. He's like, I'm 60. He's like that. He's like, feel my biceps. And I'm always like,
so
you
tight.
have huge biceps. He's like, I don't work out.
tight.
I don't work out. I have huge biceps. And I'm like, yeah, you're ripped. Like somehow you have a belly, but you're like, that guy has like giant, big defined biceps and he's 65.
It's just dad rage. Like all the rage of being married and having kids goes into your biceps.
Bipolar, hates his children, hates everybody, and he just
hates his children.
He just
every time that one brother of yours, hey Maddie, come on, let's get in the show here. You're looking at your office. What are you doing?
No, I wasn't looking in the office. I was looking at you.
Pizza? Is there a little pizza oven out there or something?
They're getting me my crunchy bars. They're getting my crunchy bars in line. Just a train of crunchy bar comes by.
Here's the dream with the air fryer, and this is the dream that this is what the air fryer, big air fryer industry, big air fryer tech. This is the dream they sell you: is that you're gonna make chicken wings that are just like the deep fried wings that you get at a hot wing spot, right? And I haven't done wings yet, but my first evaluation, I made some yam chips. I don't have a mandolin, the slicer. I do it by hand. They're okay, and maybe they were like 20% better than in the oven. But I don't. The jury's out. I don't know. And then I read this thing
20%. I love that they're like 20% better. Even that's even a funny statement.
I like to quantify shit.
I think they're 20% better than I slice them kind of thin. I have a bullshit knife. I cut the potatoes kind of thin.
I have a good knife.
Making yam chips. How thin? Like, what do you mean? Like, are you cutting them as thick as a finger?
No, dude. They're like as thin as I can cut them.
Thin. As thin
I'm trying
as
to make
paper.
potato chips.
Wafer thin. Wafer thin. That's what they say.
Wafer. I'm trying to make potato chips without deep frying them. Anyways,
why don't you just not eat chips? I don't eat chips. I'm not a chip guy. You know that? You know that I'm not a chip. If there's snack, I'm a chocolate boy. But the chips, I'm not a chip guy. If you were to offer me homemade air fryer sweet potato chips, you know what I'd say? You're a fucking disgusting guest. You're rude, and it's a horrible thing to offer a guest. I would just be like, it's horrible.
Listen, most of the things that I make, I don't offer anybody because it's all disgusting. You think I'd offer anyone that sludge I drink? I don't want anyone to eat what I eat.
I guarantee that tastes so bad.
I kind of like it. And like, I'm not going to lie,
Well,
man.
do you put sugar in it?
No, I don't put sugar in it. It gives me a little boost. I do put a little bit of coconut. I put a little bit of this coconut. There's like this coconut cream shit.
Condensed milk?
Like low calorie. Put a little coconut in there. I put a little oat milk or almond milk. I use the vegetable juice paste. I don't put sugar in it, but
maple syrup, honey.
No, no syrup, no sugar. No, you have to ratchet
Every time
down
I make
your
a
palate.
smoothie, I put like half a cup of maple syrup in it.
Yeah, that's not a smoothie; it's a milkshake.
I put peanut butter, frozen berries, kale, spinach.
Oh yeah, I put berries. I put frozen berries.
I buy those frozen. I buy those bags of like just like frozen berries, and I always put that because me and Trish will go like. Since 2020, she started riding. She's deep in the Peloton right now because she's like the baby Aussie's like 3 months old now. So over the last like couple weeks, she's been hitting the Peloton hard. She's like, you need to get on the Peloton. And I had, I made for breakfast. Do you see that picture of Rizzo? Oh my god,
fire.
I
remember those.
Yeah, she's just like her and Mac, just constantly like
turning.
And they're just obsessed with like looking at their eyeballs.
What's turning their eyelids inside out and all that shit?
Yeah, when your friend could do that, and you'd like have the little flap that sticks.
Yeah.
But I ate a bowl. I want to make a video of me eating granola and yogurt. Because it's like I'm like a child. I can't even. I all of a sudden start shaking and I eat like a little bit of like it takes me like an hour to eat a bowl of granola.
That shit
and
is
yogurt.
shit is so good. Are you kidding me?
DoorDash.
Listen, you gotta continue supporting restaurants in your community safely.
What'd you just say to me?
Continue supporting restaurants in your community safely. There are thousands of restaurants open for delivery on DoorDash that need your patronage now more than ever. Support your favorite restaurants on DoorDash. Like I've said before, it's very simple. I need a charcuterie plate. I need 2 cheeseburgers. And I do need baked Alaska. And I need it all within the span of 1 hour. And then you know what I do? I flip open my phone. It's not a flip phone, but I flip it open. And I open DoorDash and I just start ordering away. and I surround myself with the food and the Netflix show, and I just create a cocoon, and I tune out the world. DoorDash is the app that brings your food you're craving right now, right to your door. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be left safely outside your door with a new contactless delivery drop-off setting. It's like a ninja came, dropped a smoke bomb, left you some food, and disappeared. Many of your favorite local restaurants are still open for delivery. Just open the DoorDash app, select your favorite local restaurant, and your food will be left at your door. Like I said, it will be left at your door. DoorDash deliveries are contactless, like I said. To keep our community safe, we don't touch each other. We leave the food at the door.
Right now, our listeners can get $5 off, 0 delivery fees on the first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app. And we'll enter code PTA. That's $5 off, 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code PTA. Don't forget the code PTA for $5 off your first order with DoorDash. Thank you, DoorDash, for sponsoring our beautiful podcast.
Thank you, DoorDash. Yogurt and granola is I'm at a point now where I'm like cutting back on like my. I mean, I went off on the holidays. My girlfriend's
You
mom.
were eating the Hanukkah donuts.
There's no Hanukkah donuts. My girlfriend's mom gave me a brick of toffee from Little John's in the Grove. Okay, and she's like, "This for Alex." And I opened this thing of toffee, and I'm like, "Oh, it's toffee." Like, whatever. I don't love toffee. And we went for 2 days. We went away for 2 days, right? I had this thing of toffee. We had a room, and I had this thing of toffee, and I opened the toffee, and I have a bite of this toffee, and it was literally first line of cocaine. Like, just all my receptors blew up. Like, I just went ping. Like, my eyes dilated, and I was like, fucking obsessed. And she saw me, and she's like, "What do you?" She's like, "Stop eating it." I'm like going through half. Like, there's 2 big bricks of toffee, and I'm just eating through it. I'm like eating. Have you tried this? So good, so good. Then she takes the toffee and she hides it. She's like, and we're, it's like funny. She's like hiding the toffee, and I'm like, she's like, "Close your eyes," and she's hiding the toffee, and she gets in the shower, and I'm sneaking eating the toffee. Like, I went through full meltdown. Like, sugar, like it was like the perfect, recipe of just not too sweet, but sweet. It was insane, and I went to full base.
Salted? Salted?
It had nuts. It had nuts on it. It was fucking fireballs.
Like
man.
nougat.
And
was it nougat?
toffee. It's not nougat. It's toffee. It's crunchy toffee with nuts.
That sounds
fucked
disgusting.
Me up. No, it was so.
I don't like crunchy. Even though my favorite thing is a crunchy bar, I don't like crunchy stuff like granola or like. I don't think what you're explaining. I don't know what it is, but I think I wouldn't like it.
I don't think I would have liked it either. I wouldn't have picked it out. I'm not attracted to toffee, but when I ate this
like
toffee,
praline, it's like praline.
No, it's like the inside of like a score bar or like
like a hard sugar just chalked with like somebody poured hard sugar all over that's a praline. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It fucked me up, and I got scared after that, and I was like, okay.
You got scared.
Well, I'm trying. Listen, it's a slippery slope.
You're like really thinking about it. You're like, I kind of got scared there for a second. I kind of got lost in the Christmas sugars.
If I drop the ball, I turn around in 6 weeks. I'm just like on an island of just fucking. I can't get off. So I told myself this month.
You haven't washed in a week. There's wrappers everywhere, scrambled. Like there's nuts everywhere.
Sugar is. There's no. This is not a metaphor. Sugar is cocaine. It is just like. The right combination of sugar in my body, I am a fucking fiend. Like if I get Jenny's, I order 3 pints of Jenny's. We've talked about this. I get 3 pints of Jenny's because I got to sample it all. I got to have a smorgasbord, and I just chew through a pint and a half, like without even blinking. Like I can't stop myself. Anyway,
a pint and a half. You could eat a pint and a half of ice cream in one go.
Yeah, just dipping, boom, boom, boom. Oh, this is good. I get lost in it. It's so good that I believe my brain tells me that I'm supposed to be eating it, and it's good for me. That's how my brain works. It's just like. It tastes so good.
Keep eating, fatso.
Yeah, it's like, have more, dude. Yeah, have more fat you fat gelatinous goddamn.
I think I was crying this morning. I ate a McDonald's breakfast. I was eating a McDonald's breakfast driving to the city this morning. And I was listening to like super emo, weird ambient music. And it was like, you didn't even take a break at the beginning of every new year. I try. Every fucking new year I try. Like, I'm doing like no sugar this month. I ate granola the day before.
No, Maddie, you can't. It's the 4th day of the new year and you're eating McDonald's. That's fucking crazy. You gotta like.
That's why I was crying.
You gotta like. Maddie, just give it a shot.
I was like having a moment. I was eating it, and then I was mad eating it. I was just like, fine, I'll eat the whole thing. Because I was eating it, and then I was gonna throw it down into like the side of my truck where all the wrappers go anyways. And I was just like, what am I doing? And I was just like eating it, and I was listening to this music, and then I was like thinking about the screenplay of my life, and I was like, this is the moment that changes everything. This is the last time.
This is the
last time I'm ever gonna eat McDonald's.
This is it.
And I was just like, in my mind, I already had abs, and I was just like, I just want to be like Two Tone's dick. I want to have abs like Two Tone's dick. I want to give up the entire. I'll give up everything. I'll give up my new born child to have abs like fucking Two Tone's dick. Like, how many kids do I have to sell to the devil to get abs?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it really comes down to how many children you can sell to get abs. Like, every single person that has abs on the planet probably gave up some real, like a child, a loved one, sold somebody under the bus. Like, I feel like you can't really trust people with abs because they come from such a dark place.
Listen, just let's let go of the idea of abs, and let's think about the concept of not dying and not having a coronary, and maybe just like, it. I understand.
My doctor says I'm good.
Your doctor is a piece of shit. Your doctor is a fucking quack.
I'm having my doctor come on the podcast. I'm going to get my cardiologist to come on the fucking podcast.
I'm going to air out your doctor. I'm going to say, listen, this is not, look, every fat person. I'm going to have the MRI. I'm going to have the MRI, the blood test, the cholesterol test, fucking blood pressure, I want to hear all that shit. Perfect. They're like, you're like a 26-year-old marathon runner. I want to see
Except
you
you're
in
incredibly obese.
I want to see you like 50 Cent in the club video on a treadmill, just jogging, and with all the shit hooked up to you, sweating. Just look.
That's what I do.
I don't care what.
And
a
every
doctor
time,
says. If you can't
they're like, you're ace.
Miles, if you can't walk for a couple miles, or you can't, like they're missing something, man. Something's off. The fix is in. Like, something's going on. Like, they're telling you.
Am I paying them? I'm paying the doctor. I'm giving them like an envelope.
I think that your process of denial is so strong that you're just like, you're receiving the information and you're filtering it. And the real thing your doctor is telling you is like, listen, I'm terrified for your life. And you take that information, you go, everything's great. I'm good. My MRI is sick. I'm fucking tight.
My cardiologist said I was perfect. They said somehow you have a perfect bill of health and you don't need me as a doctor, is what she said. And she said, at the same time, you are incredibly obese and you need to lose 100 pounds. And then I was like, okay.
But
she's like, your blood and your DNA is perfect. Hello.
Hey guys.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
What's
to
really
us?
good? Do I need to lose 100 pounds? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was talking about myself. I would never say that you need to lose 100 pounds.
I thought you were coming at me off rip. Like I log in and he comes for me with
off
guns
rip. It's going to take 5 minutes. We're going to take 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fair. I like this setup, guys. This looks cool.
Yeah, it's a setup, okay? It's called a set.
Yeah, this is a hot set.
I know you guys are like Hollywood guys, so it's a little tough for us to kind of understand what you're doing.
You're already coming at us off. You fucking piece of shit.
I like his little subtweet.
This is how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna be.
Yesterday, actually, we were talking about this, Alex. Matty described you guys as, he said, I'm a celebrity and Alex is a graffiti writer. That was his description. And I said, that's so funny because I'm a celebrity and Jason is a graffiti writer. So it sounds like this is a match made in heaven.
Jason, you used to write?
Yeah, bro. I did used to write.
No, you didn't. What'd you write?
I swear
Did I not
to God.
know this?
No, the name that I wrote was Jeans, and that's how I got. That's part of the reason why I got them jeans. Yeah.
You know what Maddie keeps calling you, Maddie? Okay, I want to say something real quick, just to get this out in the open. Maddie and I can barely do a show without stepping all over each other. Look at him. He's like the little retarded kid in the front of class who wants to say something really stupid with his hand shooting up in the air. Like, he just steps all over me, and then I have amnesia, so I'm worried I'm going to forget something really great, so I have to jump on him. I'm going to say, Maddie, in the spirit of our new guests, these two coastal elites, these elevated podcasters, we try to have some sense of decorum and not be complete pieces of shit. That being said, Maddie keeps referring to you as the M Jeans, and am I missing
M's
something?
Big, so I always thought that it's the MG.
Yeah.
Like
not
the
the first person. Not the first person to have that happen. It's fine. It's just them. THEM jeans, like the pants.
Yeah,
Do you
like
have
that
your ring
Mavy
light on,
jeans.
Jason?
Ring light is on.
Must be nice. I don't
shit,
have.
you got a
I'm,
ring
so
light?
I'm in. Just to be clear, guys, I'm in my parents' house in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's why I have this bird motif behind me that my mom. This is
What
some
about
interior
those
design. And then
long bedposts?
the bedspread is definitely vintage Ralph. Not to flex, but it is vintage Ralph. So I just want to.
That's why
you know,
you're
for the
fashion.
heads,
That's why you're fashion.
for my low heads out there, I just want to let you know I'm representing fully here in the ATL.
You know what?
I mean? It's nothing for me.
I actually took in the birds as like, okay, he's on some like, some Upper East Side elevated, like he's like so like out of control waspy that he's got birds in his house. Like
I wish. Thank you. Actually, I accept that. That's better than what it is. But yeah, my mom loves these, and we call this the bird suite when I come home. So I have to leave them up there, even though I've purchased some art for the home, but my mom is not letting me display it here.
What did you buy? What did you buy? You're buying art for other homes?
Have you
so
seen
much
that
money that you
Supreme
can just buy
poster
art
with
for home?
Kermit the Frog on it? It's like that.
Have you heard of this
got
little
10
brand
of
called
those.
Supreme?
Mom's is tripping
So-
the fucking bitch.
No. I just got some
mom-
shelves installed because I had an overflow of my book collection that I needed to install here because I don't have any space.
A man
in New
of
York.
many books.
So, yeah, a man of many books. So I did have those installed, which it looks great. Honestly, shout out to my family at CB2. We paid full price, but you already know the vibes. So
you know the fucking vibes.
you know the fucking vibes. But yeah, it's been. You guys have both been to Atlanta, right?
So Alex,
I know you have.
wrote.
Maddie.
Do you write graffiti too, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not currently active by any means, but I've been called to duty many times last year. I get the call and they go, listen, graffiti is basically legal. It's time to go. It's like Arkham Asylum is let out. Graffiti writers are running the streets.
Who calls you? Your crew?
Yeah, old crewmates are like, yo, even like dudes not in my crew, they're like, yo, Two-Tone, what's up? You want to go bombing? I'm like, no.
They're like, yo, Venice needs to be brought back to the 80s.
Can you
We need to
be
take
a
the
lookout
pavilion.
for me, please?
Yeah, let me just like
Watch my six.
I have to wake up at like 7 to get on a fucking Zoom call. So let me stay up till 3 painting.
I think that's called keeping
Sorry.
it real. Is what I've heard. That's called.
I'm not.
He's
gonna
got the new
fucking lie.
Arc'teryx. He's like, I
I'm
got a
tempted.
backpack.
I'm tempted.
I'm good to go.
It's okay as an older gentleman to be a corporate thug. No shots here.
Alex,
Listen.
at least you're still racking though, aren't you?
Okay, I'm glad you said that, Jason, because I got to tell you a story about the last time I saw Jason. I was at Whole Foods. Like I've completely shut down. Like my levels of illegal activity. I just like part of this like my whole thing of like changing my life is like I stopped being a piece of shit, and
You stop constantly breaking the law.
I stopped. I was like, because it's just like and I just stopped doing it. And I'm in Whole Foods. I run into Jason, them jeans. He's just one of these like we're guys that see each other. I've been seeing him in LA for a very long time. Used to either date Rana's friend or Rana. Am I wrong? Alejandra's. Am I
No,
crazy?
I did not date
Okay.
her.
You dated somebody. Did you, or are you lying?
No, I did not. But a
Okay.
friend of
He
hers I did
dated
a long time ago.
Alessandro's little sister.
Jason is though Two-Tone a known stickman, so that I understand why you would be confusing that. But yeah, go ahead.
A known. Are you? Is he a cocksmith? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we say stickman just because we're again a
Do you
little
see
bit
him?
more
Do you
elevated.
see his
but
build stand?
more
He's like
elevated.
7 foot. That guy has like a cock down to his ankle.
It's a constant game of hacky sack.
this is why we podcast.
This
So I
is
saw
the
him
only
in Whole
reason.
Foods. I
So
saw
we're
him
at
in
Whole Foods.
I'm catching up at Whole Foods, and I'm doing my thing. I'm buying my, I'm there. I'm working out in this basement next to Whole Foods. I'm getting my post-workout smoothie. I see him in there. He's cruising around, and he's very chill. He's like, I like to think of him as dark chill, right? He's chill, but he's a little dark. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, what is he? And I'm looking at him. He's eating something, and I'm like, you're just gonna eat that? He goes, yeah. And then he goes, see you later, man. And I watch him, and he goes and eats something else. The dude's racking in Whole Foods and eating the shit. Like, no intention.
Like it's nothing.
Like, it's nothing. Like, the dude is slime. Like, he is just cruising through Whole Foods, just like fucking the system.
Yeah, he don't give a
He
fuck.
just opens
That's a
up
real
like
bad boy.
like a bag of like layered superfood and just like sniffs the whole bag.
Yeah.
Just like walks away.
That's why.
Wait.
That's why TJ's my shooter, because he's willing to die at Whole Foods. He ain't give a fuck. He's willing to die at
Whole Foods is the only place
Tell him,
that I
Jason.
rack from now. And it usually, like my racking is I go to the self-checkout and I get the organic broccolini and then I type in the code for regular non-organic broccoli.
Nice.
It goes from $3 to 89 cents like that. And that's how I fuck the
Damn.
system.
He's fucking the
I
system
love.
hard.
It's such a bad boy.
But
It's
yeah,
crazy, 'cause
pre-COVID,
you're so
you could just
noticeable.
pick up fruit and vegetables off the table and just start
You could
eating
smell them and put them back if you didn't like the smell.
it. Yeah.
You
A
could
simple
tap a
time.
watermelon. You could tap a watermelon, put it back. Who's tapping the watermelons now? You tap a watermelon,
ask
you're
you-
getting fucking swatted.
Chef Maddie, why do we tap melons? Like, what is the? Are we just seeing if they're
Because some
ripe?
stupid grandmother taught their stupid fucking family to tap watermelons in public or something. There's no way that they're gonna test this ripeness of a fucking fruit.
I agree,
Like
I
tapping
agree.
it around. And then every person, it's like every person on like fucking some stupid. And then they
Yeah.
smell the core. Like they smell the core to see if they can smell the sweetness through the core. And they can tell it's going to be mealy. It came from Peru 6 months ago. It's not.
It's gonna be mealy.
But
It's
Maddie, I think
mealy.
you could smell the business end of a pineapple and get a little something off of it, though. Correct
Yeah,
me.
you smell that. You could take that and just put it in your fucking piss hole and just have a night by yourself. You can do whatever you want to do.
I mean, thunking a melon, that, there's something satisfying about thunking that, like giving that melon a thunk. But
Is
you
there?
don't know what you're.
I've never
we're not-
tapped a melon.
I mean, I do.
It's
I don't
just
know
like-
what the fuck I'm looking for. I just do it.
Are you also an amateur chef?
Oh no, I'm a nightmare.
Two Tone's disgusting. He cooks like he's a fucking college student.
No, that's not
I mean,
true.
that's better than I do, I think, but I don't even attempt because it's a fool's errand for me.
I make food that is like what I do. I make like in the morning. I'll make steak and eggs. Like honestly, if I'm on some heavy protein shit with some spinach,
Bro,
and
that's very heavy protein shit,
Yeah.
fam. That's
And then-
very heavy.
How
He's like,
long have you
I'll
been
Your
cook
brec-
like an 8-ounce ribeye and 3 eggs.
Your breakfast
some
weighs
chili
a ton.
Achilles.
yeah.
Alex, how long have you been a long haul trucker for?
Yeah, seriously.
No, but
Dude,
I'm talking
who
like
eats that for breakfast?
it's a free range organic ribeye.
I don't give a
Let's
fuck
go.
how free it is.
Chris, you couldn't be paleo like this, man.
No,
We don't eat before noon on this side, and that's no cap. That's
I
just
don't-
how it's got to be.
I forgot to tell you, breakfast is at 2 p.m. No bullshit.
Let's go.
No.
That's- yes.
I eat
Breakfast
at
is at 2 p.m.
5:30 every morning. I eat a can of beans, 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, pancake, 1 waffle, and I fucking eat my kids' leftover scrambled eggs. So I eat 16
but you have
eggs
kids.
every morning. I'll fucking beat the shit out of all you at once for 45 minutes straight.
Maddie, you are drunk on beans, clearly.
He's
I know
wildly
you've had
drunk
this
on
man's
beans.
been overserved beans for
I
sure. But I do
cried
think
driving today eating a McDonald's double sausage patty McMuffin today.
Jason, just FYI, Jason, when I logged on to the chat here, Maddie was talking about how his doctor told him to lose 100 pounds. So I don't know. I don't know if this ties into that in any way, but it sounds like it might.
No, I
Yeah,
was
his-
saying no. The running thing is that I have a perfect bill of health. I had a heart attack at 29. My I got
But that was from bacon or cocaine.
the sniffies. That was from
A
just
little bit
a
from
massive
column A, a
amount.
little bit from column B.
Everyone talks about like, oh, they used to do a lot of cocaine. Big Dog did more cocaine.
I mean, look, having a heart attack as a person who's OD'd before, unfortunately, cocaine, ODing on cocaine seems hard to do. I tried and I could never do enough.
I tried to do all of it in the city, and I ended up, doing it anyway. But I had the fucking.
I like when you call Toronto the city. It feels
the
good.
city. Well, I live in the town.
The town.
People live in cities, people live in towns. These are lots of different places.
I
you
live
could
in a
go to.
village. I live in a village. We know about that. We know about.
So since 29, you're saying your bill of health has been clean.
No, I've gained a lot of pounds. I've gained a lot of pounds and
money.
and
And money. Let's go. It's fine. It's fine.
There's a direct
Yeah,
correlation.
you've been
the
stocking
fatter I
bread.
get, the more money. But health is wealth, and I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Health is wealth. The fatter I get, the more money I make. So that's the thing that is really clicking on
Good point.
2021. I want to puff up. I want to go bigger.
You've got Jonah Hill syndrome.
Yeah, Jonah Hill. I don't want to do I'm going to go surfing with Franco. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff, but I'm going to get bigger. I'm going to add. I'm going to get like
You're gonna farley out.
I'm going to get those Russian guys that put the saline in the muscles. I want to do that. I want to saline the body, but just naturally through eating really good trans fats.
Why saline when you can have gravy?
Can you list some good trans fats for me? I'm not familiar with that category of food.
Just ham, just like like smoked ham or female ham or.
What about for someone who doesn't eat meat like myself? Are there any options for us to get some trans fats?
Yeah, you can just eat pinto beans or avocados, or you can eat like condensed milk.
Okay. Yeah, I that sounds delicious. Those three combined. But Jason, just take this down because Jason's my personal chef. So it's important
you guys are health fanatics. Both of you. You guys are joggers. You guys jog.
I would say, and you could probably tell this by looking at me, I'm a little more into it than Jason is.
I'm more of a jump roper. I'm a rope skipper.
Yeah, you look.
He's a skipper.
He looks sick. Is he sick?
I look like I have a disease.
No.
Yeah, he does.
Have you ever seen the movie Philadelphia?
Yeah. So you think that I'm so skinny that I'm HIV positive? Is that what's going on?
No. I asked if you saw the movie with Denzel Washington.
Jason, he can't say that because of his woke empire will crumble.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes, he's accusing you of having HIV.
This man said I got goddamn AIDS. Let's go. Yo, the only Philadelphia at my house is cream cheese, baby. I'm HIV negative.
Let's go.
Let's go.
He does. Jason does take PrEP before having intercourse. Thank God. But I don't think that Jason does actually. We were talking about this earlier because we did our podcast right before this. Jason does.
Your successful
exercise,
podcast.
but Jason,
I just want to preference your highly successful.
I don't know if our podcast. Well, it is bigger than the New York Times, the Daily. But other than that, Mark Maron is still beating us.
Besides that one, there's everything else. Yeah.
Well, but you guys don't. You guys do this podcast whenever you feel like it. Is that kind of the schedule?
No, we planned. We just had a meeting. We do a weekly. It's a weekly podcast, and we have notes. It says Jason is known as Them Jeans as a DJ and more. Though he slowed down a bit, I think he was quite influential in the LA nightlife. We have notes.
Thanks,
This
Jason.
is
Wow,
a professional podcast.
It's so dumb. I'm going to tell you why. Because, like, I was talking to him. I was hiking this morning. And I was texting Maddie. I'm like, Maddie, this whole fucking thing that we started doing. Because when me and Maddie came up with the idea for the show, we had this idea together. We were eating. I said, I want to do a podcast. He goes, do it with me. Boom. Next day, we started recording. Just like that. Super organic, right? We bought a Zoom. We bought a couple mics at Guitar Center. He bought them. We start recording. We did 10 podcasts. And then Maddie goes, hey, we have to do a YouTube show. Guess what? If we do YouTube, based on my numbers, you'll be making $180K a year just on doing the show. I go, okay, fine.
Wow,
I had no interest in being in front of the camera at all. So then we get a YouTube show. Then we get a fucking creative partner. Then they buy $60,000 to $80,000 in brand new fucking camera equipment. A producer. This thing is so bloated and stupid. And today I'm hiking. I'm like, these two guys, they got a couple Zooms. They turn their shit on, and they're just cruising. They don't have to do shit, right? They just have a podcast. We just did the most, like, fat guy, little dick, dumb thing ever, which is, like, tried to fucking build a carnival and tried to build this huge show, and now we're strapped to it.
No.
Well, it sounds like, first of all, you're making more money than we are, so that's cool.
No.
We have to do an ad read later. We are making
You guys
do
are
ad
going to
reads as
do.
well.
You guys are going to do the video show eventually once COVID is cured.
We're gonna
still
go
doing
back
it.
once I vaccine, and once I vaccine, we're gonna go back to Los Angeles, and we're gonna go back because the podcast turned into a competition show, really. So it was like a show of might, and so playing
Strong
poker,
man.
doing push-ups.
Like you might have a heart
mental. Impossible.
So-
I have a
so
perfect bill of health.
was there-
You're not listening.
Is there a studio? Is there like a studio? Is it like a full on?
It's
Two
my
Tone's
apartment.
apartment.
Yeah.
So
It's
you have
half that
$60,000
dog.
worth of gear in this apartment.
He's being
it's
facetious.
ready
It's
to go.
It's in
20,000.
the kitchen. It's the bane of my existence. Trust me. There's a fucking. I just cleared everything out of this house pre-COVID. COVID hits. Now I got a fucking everything from my office that we had to break down is in here. I have all the equipment in the kitchen. It's so
I'd hate for somebody to come rack all that equipment. I hope you ever.
Hey.
I was about to
Hey.
say because Jason and I are looking to branch out into YouTube, so sounds like I know where to get some
Don't
equipment.
come to
Jason,
YouTube.
take the guys over there.
Don't come to YouTube.
What?
Don't come to
No,
YouTube.
no, we won't.
Stick to video.
won't.
No,
We
we
did-
started our own. We
we-
started our own YouTube channel for just Powerful Truth Angels. We just got over 4,000 subscribers. So, like, I don't know if you guys know number. That's 4,000. That's 4,000 people.
That's a lot.
That seems like that. Yeah, that seems. I mean, that's more than we have a YouTube channel as well because we did a Twitch program where we recorded that and then posted it on YouTube, and we did better than we thought for little effort as far as YouTube goes.
What did you guys get? What's your numbers?
I mean, every episode was getting a couple thousand views that we didn't promote it, so I feel like we should maybe lean into that a little bit because people love to see our faces. You guys know what the deal is.
You guys are very handsome. You guys. Two Tone was going to say that he has a theory about fat people in podcasts and skinny people with podcasts.
well.
Okay,
What is that?
I would love to hear this theory.
Yeah,
too.
Two Tone. You haven't
well-
talked in a minute. Tell a really dumb story.
I think I threw it out there already. I'm just let me
Hey,
digress.
hey! Say it to my fucking face, okay?
Well, no, we're the fat guys. You're the skinny. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
are you guys former fat men? What am I missing here?
Yes, I'm recovering fat man as well.
Okay, so am I.
He used to
Jason,
be a
are
chubby
you?
guy that wears like stuff. You go to like the Drakes and you get like a silk scarf and like wear like $50 Japanese socks. Take a photo.
Are you talking about me? Or are you talking about me or Alex?
Definitely not me.
You. I'm talking
You,
about
Chris.
you.
He's talking
What
about
the
you.
fuck? What you know about my wardrobe, bro? What,
I
what
know
the fuck?
wardrobes. I know wardrobes.
Maddie, he knows how to use Tumblr. He could find all the receipts, dog.
I found
That's true.
all the thing. You're like, hey, take a picture of me here. I'm gonna undo this cuff a little bit. What's this? A lapel? A lapel.
Yeah.
I have been known to wear a shirt with a collar. That's true, and I feel like maybe some other people in this show don't do that very often. Today I'm feeling casual though. I didn't want to like come.
Yeah, you're
through
laying in
dripping
your
on you guys.
grandma's bed.
I'm in my. This is my 4-post queen size bed. Thank you.
Hey, are you in your childhood home?
No, this is not the home I grew up in, but this is my parents' home. Yeah, they moved from the house I grew up in.
Can we do a quick breakdown education on just for our followers, and then we'll for who you guys are. I know who them jeans is, and I was getting into various stories of my run-ins with him in LA, but I know who you are, Chris. Like peripherally, like I've seen the name in various digital formats. You're associated with Done to Death.
His clients have been Tom Brown, Stussy, Museum of Peace and Quiet,
I'm talking.
Takia.
Let me finish a thought, okay? Fuck stick. So, like you see things peripherally, like you see names and they're
Sure.
in my head, and there's like in the detritus of all the crap in my head. There's like Chris Done to Death Project. I don't even know what it is, right? So, because I tend to
Who does?
kind of like I only do my deep research on like the worst shit, and and so I listened to a couple episodes of the podcast, and I listened to Patia's Fantasy World episode, which was fire. She was great. But then I listened to another episode. I just dropped in a random episode because I want to do a little bit of homework. Unlike Maddie, who's Maddie's never even considered it. And
No,
I listened
definitely
to an
not.
episode where you guys basically talk about Jay-Z, with just like the most caucasoid audacity of like just talking about a man who like basically is like you guys are just like talking about this dude and going, yeah, He had that one hit with the bells in it. And that's cool. I play it in the club once in a while. And then you guys were talking about like doing quartet fucking mashups. And like, I just was so flabbergasted at just like the
Jay-Z.
arrogance of like
Dumbass Jay-Z.
Fuck Jay-Z.
disrespecting the man. His entire like the dude is like his cat. Like put some. Come on, just a little bit. I know it's
Look,
not in
Alex. Let me explain something to you. I'm a certified old head as well. You might be a little more of an older head.
I'm washed,
Unfortunately, like your co-host, I grew up listening to punk and hardcore,
Right.
and Jay-Z means nothing to me. To be
Right.
totally, like Jay-Z's got hits that I respect.
You mean nothing to me,
but-
Jay-Z.
But as we've said on How Long Gone, and we've said many times publicly, hip hop does not age well. And I think that 444 was boring as hell. And you have to agree with me on that.
I'd rather
Oh,
listen
dude,
to 440,
I don't care
410.
I don't care about 444. I'm just talking about the man's catalog. Look, no one can keep it going past like 5 albums, anyways. I mean, it's impossible to get
That's
3
true.
good albums, right? Like,
That's true. I
5
just
is
also
insane.
think it's funny. I just think it's funny to make fun of Jay-Z because people like him so much.
Chief Keef
and
can
that's
do.
what it is. And also, I'm from Atlanta, and we've given the world more hip hop. I mean, we've given the world better stuff than Jay-Z.
Suck my dick,
we gave you,
Migos.
we gave you Outkast, which I would take over Jay-Z any day, personally.
yeah. I mean, I have to defer, I guess, to Alex.
Organized
agree
Noise
with
Family,
that.
Stand
I
Up,
w-
Rico
I would
Wade. You
agree
already
with
know what
that.
the fucking vibes are. I'll take
Aliens.
that. But Jason likes different music than I do. That's a big part of our show and our dynamic, is because I'm more of a kind of guitar-based music
What
guy,
phrase?
and Jason's
Did I
more
freeze or
into
did they
electronic
freeze?
dance
Oh my
music
God.
or intelligent dance music, as
Did
some
this whole
might say.
thing freeze?
Intelligent dance music.
Yes.
Same with me and Maddie.
IDM. Yeah,
My Zoom
but
just completely
do you like
bounced.
real hip hop? So are you listening to West Side Gun?
Come on.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to anymore. I don't even. I do like rap music. I like.
Where's
a bunch of
the
shit.
Zoom for this?
I tried to quit listening to rap music a few times and
Right
I
here?
can't stop.
Zoom?
You know, because
Why would you try to quit?
Because
The game needs you, Alex.
Yeah, don't leave rap alone. The game needs you.
That's from Jay-Z.
This is so funny.
you did say that. Yeah, I mean, it's my go. Like I listen to music only now, mostly when I work out and
What
I
happened?
listen to podcasts.
I get
the rest of
that.
the time. And like my playlist is
What
like,
now?
you know,
But what do you listen to when you work out? Because we were talking about this too. Is that my running playlist is so twisted that I wouldn't want another person to see it. It's so it's just the corners are dark and cavernous.
A man's workout playlist should not be shared with the public.
No, I think we should come bring truth to light, speak power into knowledge, and be honest. Like if you have some wild fucking sus shit on your playlist, let it live. Like I'll read off. I'll tell you my
Okay, you know what? Fuck it.
Let's go. I got.
What do we
This is
got?
my new.
Let's go 1 for 1. Who has Pantera? Maddie.
I don't
It's
have
gonna be Maddie.
Pantera.
Maddie
On
listens
what?
to Pantera for fun.
I'm pump up when I'm getting pumped up.
Your exercise playlist.
I have Mogwai Auto Rock just for the warm up. You guys know that song?
You got Mogwai
Yeah,
on the
my-
playlist and you're coming for Fortet? Strike one. What else you got?
My opening song on the Run playlist is "Wonder" by Shawn Mendes. So
Oh.
fuck with me.
I don't even know.
Jesus.
What's
whose song it is.
happening? What is this? What people listen to? Like, do you guys have specific music that gets you guys pumped?
It's worse
It's so
than
funny.
I
I
thought.
don't listen.
I have to
Well,
ramp up. I'm
Okay.
Look, Chief Keef remix.
like you're
is
like
in
a
there.
child getting ready
Yeah.
to play hockey. Like you have to get pumped up. You're mighty.
Yeah, you
Duck.
have to get pumped. It's called exercise. You have to get into the spirit. Like you got to get fucking charged up.
That's true. He's right.
See, I
He's
don't
right.
get pumped up from that.
Charged
You know
up.
what I
Drake
don't know.
voice.
You
What
don't
makes
have to
you
get
pumped
pumped up
up,
to watch
Maddie?
TV.
I don't watch.
You don't have to get
television,
pumped
bro.
up
Kill
to
your
not
TV.
exercise.
Some of
I
us
also-
are not as
but-
pumped as you always are, Maddie. We need to use
That's true.
I think that's the
outside-
thing.
Yeah.
Like people, but it's also a thing that I think I don't get. See, I don't get the release where people are like, "You need a release," and I'm like, I don't work out and be like, now all of a sudden my problems are gone away because I lifted a fucking dumbbell 25 times and like fucking twisted my glutes or whatever. And I'm
Let's
just
be
like,
let's
I
be
don't
fair.
know.
Let's be fair. You're lifting 10 times, not 25. First of all. Second of all,
True.
I believe
I do
the
12.
believe-
I do 12 reps and I start high and I go low. So I'll go.
Do you have
I'll
a gym at
grab,
the farm?
Yeah. Have you never seen the Beef Barn? Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, there's so
Beef
much
stock.
dust in
I
that gin.
boil bones. I boil bones all day long. I simmer it slowly. I develop a base. Suck the marrow. Have you never seen, dude? I will share. I have on my fucking iPad. I have a video where I taped a time-lapsed, like 30-minute fucking workout, and I almost died. It was incredible. I dropped the fucking press bar on myself at one point, and I had like 150 pounds on it, and I was just kind of crushed, and I went in, I was just like, ah. And I was just like, there's a video.
Were you
on my
by
fucking,
yourself? Because that's dangerous to do that by yourself.
I always work out by myself. I'm a man that works out in a barn. What like there's the birds.
Always?
I kind of want to come train. I kind of want to come train at the barn.
Bro, I got an
think that could be a
XTR
cool
set
thing for
up.
me.
I got raccoons running around up in the rafters.
Yeah, the only
do
person
presses all
spotting
day.
Maddie is Jesus himself. It's the
Dude,
only
I
motherfucker
got
know.
Jesus is doing my Bulgarian split squats right now. What do you want from me?
Alex, where are you working out in LA? What are you
He
doing
hikes
right
with
now?
a
'Cause
military vest. He looks like a fucking school shooter.
shit ain't sweet in LA right now.
put
That's
on-
part of the
I
reason
put
I had to
on-
leave.
No, LA is fucked. I put on a 50-pound vest and do Griffith Hills. And then I
50?
do like, yeah.
That's
and
good.
I made this.
I'm
this
coming.
workout.
I'm coming to do that. Well, I'm back in February. I want to do that with you. I've never done the vest, and I'm seeing a lot of those in Atlanta as well on the running path.
Yeah, it's great. I don't even honestly. I looked it up. I looked up what it does for you, and it's like you burn 10% more calories, but I have to make things as hard as possible, else I feel like I didn't do anything. And then I do this. I do a workout in my house. Maddie's gonna love this. I do a workout in my house where I basically have.
Just eat honey.
No, I don't eat honey. I have one
Here's
of those
a workout.
boxes. You know those soft boxes you step on. I have that. I have a kettlebell. I have a jump rope. I have some weights. Shout out to Global Fitness. They hooked me up with some gear. What up, Mike?
So Alex, have you noticed the pounds slipping off in quarantine?
No, because
No, he got fat. He got fat, like real fat.
Because pre quarantine,
Like
I
real
was
fat?
I'm wildly fat, Matty. Pre quarantine, I was seeing abdomen lines because I was doing like jujitsu 4 hours at a time, like going
Nice.
fucking I lost my mind in jujitsu.
You're
You're
on
one
your
of those
little
guys.
Ruka.
You're Ruka Hive.
What did you say, Ruka Hive?
Bro,
Yeah,
you want to
you're
go to
Ruka
Ruka?
high.
Do you guys want to go down to Ruka and do a competition? We'll fucking blow you out of the fucking water, bro.
I mean, that gym does look very nice, and I'm not even a jiu-jitsu guy, but I am attracted to the Ruka gym. I think
That
it's
is
very
home
wanna go
court
down it?
advantage for me, though. I'm from Orange County, so I speak a little bit different language down there than you guys do.
Oh yeah, I know what the fuck.
Yeah, you'll
I know
show
what
him
he's
on a fucking goddamn motorized bicycle with a surfboard on the side of it. That's all you'll do.
Listen, I talked to them the other day. I talked to somebody at Ruka. I can't say who, high up, and I said, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And I go,
High up.
One of the
High
top
up.
guys. One of the top guys
What are
at
the top-
Ruka.
I'll just
One of
say,
the top guys at
what are the
Ruka.
what are the top guys? And I go,
I can't
he
say
goes,
who.
I can't say who. I can't say who.
It's
His
one
name-
person.
His name rhymes
Yeah, I thought
with
there was
Scat,
a founder.
Scat Saflore. And he goes, "Hey man, come down, come to the gym, jump in the sauna." I go, "What do you? Okay, but how do I do that?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "What do you guys do about COVID?" He goes, We don't do COVID." I'm like, "What?" They just don't do
Let's
it.
go.
Like they're like,
It's Orange
they
County,
just say,
bro.
Orange County's like, you know what? Fuck it. It's not real. Eat my dick.
That's because, like a lot of Instagram influencers, I agree that just being healthy will beat the virus,
Totally.
and they get that.
And also,
Vitamin
Corona
D.
can't live in the sauna.
Corona
Vitamin
can't live in the
D.
sauna. It also
Yo,
can't live in
Vitamin
Orange
D
County.
can't live in freedom either, bro. You see
Corona
those?
can't
I
afford
was like, if I was
to
in
live
LA,
Orange County.
I would have gone down. I dropped my earbud.
The thing is,
I was going to go down.
In Orange County, they play so much Offspring, and it kills the virus. It's like as soon as COVID hears it, it just dies.
Don't hate on noodles. Don't hate
Don't
on
come
noodles.
for noodles. Noodles
Don't
is a
come.
big How Long Gone fan, and
Do
we
not
shout
come
out to
for
noodles.
noodles.
Yeah, we've been
Don't come.
grooming Noodles for months to come on the show, and if you fuck this up for me, Alex, I swear to God.
Okay,
I've tried to get in touch with Dexter. Dexter's not answering my calls.
You can't
Don't
do
do
that,
that.
shit.
You look like you're playing. You look like you're playing a fucking sitar, but you're not. And
He
that-
did.
It'd be a lot
He
cooler.
really
if you
did.
were.
You look like
It'd be
a
a lot
snake
cooler
charmer.
if you were
Have you
to
guys
do
ever met Tito Ortiz?
But
Yeah, Tito Ortiz is
Who is
running
that?
for city council of Huntington Beach, my hometown, and he's a Trump supporter. I'll fucking knock him out any day, bitch.
Jason's never been in a fight, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, Tito Ortiz
Gilman.
could kick my ass. I'll say
Alex-
He's like, I'm
Alex,
going to
are
the
you-
Nine
that's a-
Shocks Terror Show. I'm going to beat up everybody.
I like
Alex,
that.
where-
I like that Jason said Tito
Go ahead.
Ortiz can kick my ass, which is like a very bold statement. Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah,
I'm brave. Sure.
Tito Ortiz would come
Jason's
in
a brave
and
cat.
basically beat us all to death without even thinking, like without even blinking. Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, Chris. What were you saying?
No, do you guys kick it with these like fighter types? Because I did this. I wrote this story for GQ where I did an underwater workout with a bunch of Marine guys, where like you basically do the whole workout with dumbbells underwater. And there was a
I've done
famous
that.
MMA bro there, and I didn't know who it was, and they seemed kind of annoyed that I didn't know who it was. But he ended up being the coolest guy. I really liked him, but he was like a small, kind of quiet guy who would kill you, which is a cool vibe.
Who was
Like
it?
he didn't. Yeah, he wasn't. I can't remember his fucking name.
I hang out with all of them. All those MMA dudes are my dudes. We'll fight anybody.
What are these guys? Why do you hang out with them? What are you doing? Just kicking it?
Well, just because I'm down at like the Ruka thing, and even with like you just meet. It's like you're there, and you're like you don't even realize who some of these people are, and you're like the first time I met Luke Rockhold, I'm like at Nobu in Costa Mesa. You know, it's completely empty. Like it
Damn,
always
must
is.
be nice. Damn,
You know how
Sounds
we
amazing.
do.
celebrity. You know how we do. Damn, must be nice. Jason and I only go to
And-
the Malibu location, but we'll check out Costa Mesa next time.
I know Luke
Yeah,
parties.
another-
I've been at the club
Another
with Luke
sneak
as well.
diss.
Luke goes on. He's he likes the polo ads, and he's like a sexy boy. And we're hanging out at Nobu, and it's just like a table of like 8 people, and I'm like, who's this big guy? He's got big pecs. He's got like He-Man pecs. I was like, and I'm like, what's up with that? I was like, what's up with? I was like, take your shirt off for me. And I just like halfway through the meal, I'm just like, take your shirt off for me. I want to see what's going on under here. And he's just like,
Did
what?
he
And
do
everyone
it?
starts like, yeah. And then I was just like, I want to see. He's like, you take off your shirt. And I was just like, with a bad of an eye, just like put my shirt off. And I was like, I want to see. I bet you got those big He-Man, like those big, nice, wide pecs that like when you run, they look like just like pieces of ice that are like sliding around. Just,
That
like,
is
skin
literally
colored.
goals AF.
Yeah. And then the next day, he's like, come train with me. And I'm like, yeah, of course. I'll see you at the gym. So like go to the gym at 8 a.m. and he gets me to hold his bag while he does this like question mark kick. And he like kicks me in the fucking, I have a video of him like kicking me like 10 times. And then he kicks me in the elbow. And I said, dude, at one point, me and him start like wrestling a little bit. And I'm very, like, I'm strong, I'm sturdy, I got a good center of balance. He threw me
here we
around.
go. Here we go.
Hey,
Oh,
no,
oh.
no. I'm just saying, like, I'm not
No, I'm
easy
sure
to
Maddie
move.
is very hard to wrestle.
I'm not easy to move, you know? And he literally took like one arm and was just like, and like pushed me down, like without like any kind of anything.
Like an
And I was
8-year-old.
just like, yeah, like he just was kind of like, eh. And I was just like, how did you just do? And I was like so afraid of him. And then he made me, he was like, hey, I want to do some kicks. And I was like, okay. And he's like, grab that bag. And I'm like, and he's like, kick it. He's like 8 feet. He's like this strong man. Anyway, what happened to the Zoom? Oh. And
We're
so,
good.
yeah,
We're
MMA
good.
guys, I like MMA guys. It just always bums me out when they're like, I was like such a Tito. I was such an MMA guy. But my dad has a long history with MMA and stuff like that.
You a Tito guy?
And pardon?
You used to be a Tito guy?
Well, I was just early, like I watched every single UFC. It was a big thing in my house from day one. It was a very early, like when they were like Hoist Gracie's fighting a 600-pound guy. And like, you know, like it's just all those like early MMA
Salad
things.
days.
Like it was just like, I don't know anybody's, now they're all like actual athletes and you don't know anybody's name. And they all look like literally
Yeah,
like the
it
same
used to be
person.
like a lumberjack versus a ninja, which was fire.
Yeah, it was like amazing.
We're talking about
People
Tank
would, like, their
Abbott
hands.
days.
Tank
Yeah, like
fucking
they-
Abbott. Yes.
I've
Yeah.
never watched a single UFC fight. It seems a little barbaric, to be totally honest with you.
Oh my.
That's why you're a pussy.
I am a pussy. I don't have the
Pussy
stomach for
clot.
it.
You've never seen a MMA, you've never watched a
Freaking
fucking
pussy
UFC?
No, I don't really. I didn't throw in $25 for the pay-per-view, unfortunately. But I did.
Wow.
I'm familiar with the sport and its popularity, and I do like that it
He
garners
was
a lot
reading
of
some
money.
Joan Didion essays at the time.
Yeah.
First of all, sorry that I'm a sensitive bro, but it's honestly boxing too. Like it's tough for me to watch. Like I really find it like I'm happy these guys can make a fortune doing it. And the physicality of it is very impressive, but I just
So
can't.
you're a giant Logan Paul fan.
Well, I'm more of a Jake guy, but I the Paul brothers I stand for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real fighters because they're on the front lines of content.
Are we gonna get them on? Would you guys ever have like?
Yes.
Would you put down like your personal beliefs? Would you allow like somebody like that onto your pod?
Yeah, that doesn't cross the line
Yes.
for me.
Yeah. No. Okay.
No, me neither. That's not like having Ben Shapiro on or something. Like I wouldn't have like a QAnon head on, but like an idiot.
I mean, that would be kind of fire though. A QAnon.
It would
person
be, but I
don't
think Jason and I are equipped for that. I think there are other people that would do a better job with someone like that.
You'd just be like, you're a fucking loser, get off at one point.
Yes, whereas Jake or Logan Paul, we would be able to eviscerate them surgically in a way that they would not realize, and that would make our listeners very happy.
Or celebrate them.
Or celebrate.
Or celebrate them.
Speaking of QAnon,
Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
sorry to cut you off.
Of course, no, please.
No, Alex, please go ahead.
Sorry, caller, go ahead. Speaking of QAnon, I know this is going to raise... what part of town are you in, Jason? Are you still in the Silver Lake area in the Nexus?
I'm in Glendale.
Power? You're in Glendale. Okay, you moved up a little bit. Well, you know, the QAnon heads have been storming Erewhons. Have you seen this? This is so fucking sick.
We've talked about this a lot because
you
I'm
have?
known...
Okay.
Well, unfortunately for me, my name kind of rings bells with Erewhon because I've been quoted in several stories about Erewhon.
We're more than happy to talk about Erewhon some more, though.
I will get into Erewhon. I'll get into an Erewhon discussion with you guys.
I'm more of a Whole Foods guy myself. Whole Foods in Burbank is the spot. Just to let you know, Alex.
But don't you want to
poor.
Don't you want to spend $300 for no reason and leave?
Well,
with like
shopping for groceries, shopping. Don't bring Parmesan crisp into this. Shopping for doing your full grocery shop at Erewhon. The only people I see doing that are idiot. Like that's true stupidity. That's right. Like either you're so rich that you've hit that point where you don't look at prices like Maddie, or you're just lazy. Or you're just lazy.
Yeah, we don't check price tags at the Chanel sunglasses store. We don't check the price tags at Erewhon.
No.
Exactly. We don't.
I don't buy $300 Nine Inch Nails t-shirts every single day.
Wait, how much is that Nine Inch Nails shirt?
I'm wearing like $3,000 worth of gear right now. Okay.
Damn.
And you came and see the
I'm like
AP.
a Dame Dash.
Will you throw your underwear away every time you wear it?
No, I go to Erewhon. I buy 2 things of sushi. I chuck one in the street and I eat the other one. You know what I mean? Like I like to,
hell yeah.
I like to flex. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, when the Erewhon they dropped an Erewhon over here in Silver Lake, and like the first week I went there, it was like in COVID. It was like
they dropped one.
They dropped a banging ass Erewhon. You'd roll in there. I saw like 6 people I knew. Yo, what's up? It was like a weird moment where you could kind of party for a minute in the middle of this COVID thing. Within those confines, masks are coming off. People are hugging me. I'm like, why are you fucking hugging me? You know what I mean?
Someone kisses you on the cheek.
Yeah,
it was like a freaking Sadie Hawkins dance.
It is. It is though a social setting. I mean, the Silver Lake, when Jason and I went to the Silver Lake and got recognized by multiple listeners of this podcast, like that is.
They just heard you guys talking. They heard you talking through their masks.
They just heard him talking. And he was like, this water is freaking fire. And they're like, is that Chris? Where is he?
No, we've talked about the Cococino a lot on our podcast, which is a drink at Erewhon that is 3 shots of espresso shaken with ice, and then topped with some coconut mana. And it's delicious and it gets you fucking jacked. Mm-hmm. So
I drank a quad latte. So I like the sounds of that.
It tastes like a healthy frappuccino. It's got MCT oil too, so your brain really gets kicking.
Yeah, if you're the kind of guy who used to be addicted to cocaine, but now you have sober girl swag, this is the perfect drink for you.
I need that.
It's the perfect drink. Yeah, no.
I live in a town of 9,000 people, and we have a Joe's Fresh Mart, and you can buy a live chicken, or
Well, I think Maddie. I think actually, Maddie, it'd be great if you recreated the Cococino. Maybe your own version. It could be the.
Dude, you can't even
do
get
a How Long Gone special edition.
Region. You literally can't.
But I'm sure your friends. I'm sure your friends at Williams Sonoma have laced you with a nice espresso machine for the kitchen there.
My wife don't like espresso, so we got a Folgers. We rock hard for Folgers.
I feel like
house.
Maddie, they just
Trisha?
have to eat the beans there. They can't even brew them.
No, they just they like chew them. They just chew them with like cigarettes. People still
Cigarettes and
smoke
beans.
where I'm at. You know, people still smoke cigs. You
I'm
know?
jealous.
Jason smokes cigs.
Well,
I'm Folgers?
I'm 5 days
Sorry.
clean.
Oh, nice.
Are you 5
See?
days clean from 6?
Oh,
I haven't
Maddie,
blasted
Maddie,
since
this is-
2020.
Maddie, this is what a New Year's resolution looks like. You see this? See what this man's doing? This is what I was talking to you about.
I'm
When
so
the year
successful. I don't need resolutions. I
course
like,
you
I
do.
don't understand.
That's
I'm
a great point. When you're
incredibly
successful, you don't need them.
successful.
Yeah, Maddie's like, if I resolute
resolution
anything,
is
this
for
could
a
all
loser.
crumble.
That like a resolution is for like a loser that like thinks that they can be better by doing something different. I'm like, I'm hitting 100 every day, like
How
every single
successful,
day.
Maddie, how successful are you spiritually? Is really the question.
Ooh, that is a great
I
question.
had a therapy session today, doctor.
No,
doctor, I went to therapy today. She says you sound great. Same as my cardiologist. So I think it was just like a really.
These
it's
are
been,
people
like,
these are people you're paying, just to be clear.
Maddie, I don't think the
lots of money.
therapists
My
give you a
therapist
report
is
every
$500
time.
an hour.
No.
It's like
You sound great.
You're paying hold on.
My work here is
Hold on.
done.
You're paying
What's
you're
your
paying
Venmo?
$500 an hour for therapy?
yeah. Why not? Isn't that
Did
where
you-
you get
it's
good
on the
stuff?
Well, that's Canadian. It's not that big of a deal.
It's
Oh,
like
that's
$6.
good. So that's $250.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, it's
$175. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
regular.
I guess where is that therapist in Toronto though, and you're doing this over the computer?
No, she's from a small town. She a lot of life experience. I think she went to Toronto twice in her life. She got a really good. She's
By the way,
done some
by the way,
online
Maddie,
courses on relationships. It's really good. She's been married 3
I
times.
love online.
Yeah.
I saw that you said on Instagram, because I do follow you on that platform, that you just your wife had gotten you your first laptop for Christmas.
Shit.
I got it with me. I brought it to the office.
So
You got the 16-inch
I just-
Acer on deck.
I just want to understand what were you doing before? How did you do this? Like, were you running this whole program off the phone, or you just have that many agents and managers and lawyers?
No, I run it. Well, I do everything on my phone. Honestly.
That's really crazy. So
I wrote both my books on my phone.
These Gen Z people blow me away, man. I gotta say.
That's actually that's demented. I can't do stuff like that on my
My
phone.
second
I have
book
to
was
do it on a
Chris,
laptop.
You guys gotta- you
86,000
have to-
words.
You have to understand something about Maddie. This is a man who is completely devoid of any neurosis, right? There's no filter, there's no second guessing. He just like has a thought and he just starts yelling at people. That's it. That's his whole life. And that's what he does. Whereas like, the rest of us are overthinking things and maybe I should get the right thing and the right program. And he just goes.
Maybe
And
when he
that's how
says he doesn't need a resolution,
Dude, I write my
he's
book.
right.
I write my book literally in notes. I don't even know. I
Well,
don't,
to be
because I was just-
fair, it is a cookbook. It's not
That's
a novel.
twisted.
True.
Oh.
It's
There's
not a narrative.
86,000 words. It's a New York
That
Times.
doesn't matter.
Okay,
Stop
that's a
saying
lot
that.
of fucking words. What did you use? The notes program?
Yeah, in the notes. I go into my notes and then I just write down all my thoughts and my stuff and then I format it and then I send it to my editor and he like puts it into like the stuff.
You know who doesn't write stuff down is fucking
Look,
Jay-Z. Let's not forget
This is
that.
this is
Right,
book
it's all in
number
his head.
3. Book number 3. This is the beginning.
What
I
are
have
you gonna
over two.
what
This is crazy.
I have
book
over
are you writing?
200. I have over 250 new recipe ideas. So then I just do everything on my phone.
Holy shit. Can I be a recipe
That,
tester
honestly,
for you?
it's
Yeah.
Jason wants to
If
If you
recipe
teach me how
test.
to if you teach me how to have a big dick.
You're gonna have to learn the hard way, Maddie.
I don't
think that's
think you
the
want
only
that
thing that
lesson
makes me like humble. That I have just like a small little guy. So then like if I had that, I'd be like full like megalomaniac, you know?
You wouldn't have any
Yeah, I
of these
would-
monies.
I would agree with that. I'm just really
Big
tethered
old
to the
dick is a
machine. I
prison,
love the-
baby.
Jason's
Sure.
under lock and key.
Yeah.
Life
He's
is
like a
fucking
werewolf. His cock is like a werewolf.
It's the cursed gift.
Yeah, it's
know?
got a claw on it.
Well, at least he
got a-
can't play basketball.
It's got like 3 chicken feet coming out the side of it.
Yeah, he sent me that nasty picture. I don't want to see. I don't like pictures like that, Jason. Don't include me on your broth porn.
Yo, I need the collagen, baby. As we're getting older, fellas, we need to make sure we have a lot of collagen.
Do you guys
in our
do
diet.
spirit soup? Are you guys on the spirit soup tip?
No, I've never heard of that.
What is that?
What is it?
Marina Abramovich.
Oh, is that where you? That's where you eat babies?
With the Jay-Z. Jay-Z was there with Beyonce,
Postal
Hillary
Leaks.
Clinton. Everybody
that's
was there
why-
drinking the baby.
Is this a Jeffrey Epstein thing?
Bohemian Grove, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, they
Spirit
all drink
Soup,
the baby soup.
adrenochrome.
So,
You guys know
Alex,
the fucking
even
vibes.
after you know that information, you still support the demonic Jay-Z? It's kind of weird.
Yo, it's The Rock, baby. Come on.
It's The Rock,
The
baby.
Rock. I do. I forget that Jay-Z and Beyonce, though, were they the original celebrities that people claimed were the Illuminati? Is that where the Illuminati started?
No.
No, it was pre them, but they got lumped into it. I mean, look, I think once you hit a certain tax bracket, it's Mando that you line up like
Mando.
children and fuck them. Like it's just part of the deal. Like
Yeah,
once
and,
you
got
get to,
it.
like, the billion-
and they got a videotape you doing it, and then they're like, you got to do
Yep.
the
Now you gotta
American
do
Music
this. Now you
Awards
gotta
this year,
vote.
or else I'm going to release the footy. And you're like,
Yep.
don't release that footy. I murdered a baby. Please don't.
Yeah.
And then like, okay.
Yeah, they're like, I snapped its spine. What are you reading, Chris? Are you reading it?
he's reading a portrait
Are you
of
reading
an
about
artist as a young
Spirit
man.
Are you
He just started
producing?
writing.
Are you like
You just started
are
writing.
you like
I'm
Joe Rogan's
producing.
Jeremy? Are you reading?
I don't. I wouldn't know what that is because I don't
He's on
listen to Joe
Parler.
Rogan like some of you guys. You know,
I don't listen to Joe Rogan. I watch MMA. Very different. Don't lump me in, bro.
It's not
But-
that different.
Yeah, it's not that different. MMA is the Joe Rogan of sports.
It's okay to love both.
I think
bro.
that
But it is
That is
literally
okay.
that is it.
Jason loves Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Is he doing good? Is he doing good on his new thing down there in Texas?
What do you
think
mean,
he's
is
doing
he
good?
doing good? The guy's
happened-
set
well-
for life. Is he doing good?
He just
Like,
actually, I think they're gonna. It's soon that it fully transfers to Spotify. Just FYI, on Spotify you can listen to your favorite artists and podcasts like How Long Gone. But on Spotify, I think he's transferring. Like it's soon where it actually moves over, where it's exclusively there, so you can't listen to it anywhere else.
I mean,
You just
I've
plugged
listened to-
Joe Rogan's whole podcast.
Joe and I have a deal. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like listening to any podcast lately. Like they just all suck. I like listening to your guys' show though.
That's
Our
crazy.
show's, I think, low key, a really great. Like, it takes a certain type of mind to listen to what the fuck is going on between me and him.
Yeah, it
My
does.
co-host Alex
Niche.
Erdman, but it's
it.
niche and it's art. And that's the thing that, like, it's like, you know, I don't want to come on and just talk about like pair boots or talk about Jay-Z or whatever you guys talk about, or
It's only Jay-Z and
but
boots.
I just like it's fashion or old LP, like Big L LP or the
We do not talk about LP. We hate Def Jux on this side, so don't get it twisted.
No.
No offense,
Come
Alex.
on.
Do you guys like Black Moon?
What did Def
What is it?
Jux ever
Black
do to you?
Moon,
What do you-
EPMD. Where do we go?
EPMD. Now we're talking.
Well, one thing
Damn,
that even though
Alex-
you guys have like a niche pod that you have to be the certain type of mind to absorb, I do like that you have the through line of shitting on your producer, and that's the thing
Yeah,
that
I
happens
do
on
like
almost every
Jason's
podcast.
horrible. He's a lizard person.
So, but obviously you don't think he's that horrible, or else you would have fired
We
him.
love Jason, but he's horrible. He's as good as our podcast. That's
Okay,
what,
where-
like, I think,
Where
like
did you
that-
find? Where did you find him? Who pays him?
He was thrust upon
We
us.
pay him.
I like to
Okay.
nickname him Screeching Halt. Every time he talks, Jason, just say something so this whole thing can come to a stop right now. Every time he talks, it's just time stops, the dust settles, and everything just you have to restart after he finishes. talking.
Jason, just read like
Jason.
one sentence from your stupid notes you gave.
He's pouting.
No, he's
Or-
probably
Well,
not even
actually,
listening.
So even
I
though
found
you guys
Jason
have a
to
lot
be very
of,
professional.
you guys, yeah, he's good on email, but you guys,
Great communicator.
oh
There he is,
Jason, you
see?
sound like shit.
Even his timing
Jesus
sucks.
Christ. Oh my god. But like you have a lot of gear.
better.
You have nice microphones and you have Zencaster, all this stuff. But when I listen to the pod, you know,
It sounds horrible.
I'm hearing echo. It sounds like a FaceTime call from like one country to another.
It's a couple dudes yelling in a trash can. It's a
I feel
fucking
like you
nightmare.
guys have the microphones, but they're not plugged in. And you know, maybe from one Jason to another, I can help
understand.
out.
I don't know how
Jason Stewart, aka Them Jeans, is the producer of How Long Gone. Very talented AV guy, years of experience in nightclubs, sound mixing, mastering, all of the above. So he's available.
Yeah,
Do you like
He's the-
Talk
watching
to me for
A-Track?
rates.
Do you like watching A-Track's DJ sets with his brother from Chromeo?
I haven't watched them. I've only seen like a snippet of it on Twitter or something like that, but I haven't tuned in.
I
and
like
watched the whole
watching
thing.
the
Hold on. Breaking news. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are divorcing. I just got an alert.
Ooh.
So
What?
you heard it here first.
What?
Powerful
This is
truth
what
angels. How
podcasting
long
is,
gone cross?
two-tone.
Hold on. Let me bring up the email.
Sorry,
this is
A-Track.
shocking news. I'm gonna have
Are you
Kim
breaking the
Kardashian
news?
and Kanye West are over. Multiple sources are telling Page Six that divorce is imminent for the Hollywood couple, with Kardashian hiring divorce attorney to the stars, Laura Wasser.
Holy shit.
They are keeping it low key, but they are done.
She's going
Unbelievable.
to
Who
eat
gets
his
the
lunch.
ranch? She's gonna take all of it.
I think-
She's gonna-
They've been lit. I don't
gets
think
the
he
ranch?
has anything. I think she's got all of it.
Yeah.
Do you think that like the movie There Will Be Blood is actually based on like Kris Kardashian or Jenner? What's her name?
Kris
The Jenner?
Kardashian, Kris Jenner is the person that I want to meet the most. Maybe like when people talk about
Does
like,
she do podcasts?
what's your dream?
Does she do like? Has she ever
Dude,
like been like this is the master plan?
I don't think so.
No,
She's not doing a
no.
podcast.
She's paid the cost to be the boss, and I think there's some.
But I
bodies
feel like
in
Chris
that, in that.
Chris probably got the best
Do you
pussy.
think she's
though.
got bodies? She's got bodies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I think Chris also has the. I agree with Jason. She's got bodies and the best pussy. I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah. No,
Do you
it's probably
think
fire.
she?
And I think
do you
I do think
she-
I have heard. I've heard on good authority that Drake did hit also as well.
Drake smashed?
This
Well,
podcast
if
is
you remember
the
the-
greatest podcast of all time already. Them jeans.
If you've heard the line, I see Kris Jenner, I beep twice and I wave. That's because they're neighbors. You know what I'm saying? So I think Drake has hit at least 3 Kardashians. That's my estimate. 3.
Well, the hat trick
Kylie-
is like, no. Look, the basic thing to do is to go after the young ones. But if you get Chris, it's like, and she's willing because all the young ones get all the attention. But you're knocking Chris out. You're just like,
That's smart.
some
move.
Do you
level
think
shit.
that Chris makes their husbands like fuck her to see if they're good husbands?
Great idea. I don't know if she does that, but I like where your head's at. Smart.
But do you
That's
think
some
like you
5D
have to like pass the
Kardashian
test?
chess.
that is Kardashian chess.
That's the real queen.
Because I think like there's a lot of like weird like I think there's
Fucking
like a lot of
Chris.
movies like Shakespearean films that are based on the way like like that's where she's taking cues from, right? Like just like Titus, the movie Titus, and like she's gonna feed like Kanye like one of the babies that wasn't really blood baby, but it was in somebody else's body. Like is she gonna cook that baby up into a pie and like serve it to Kanye and be like, that was Chicago?
Yeah, I want the baby's in the Victorian duck press, and the blood comes out the bottom, and Kanye's like, "I don't want it," and you're like, "Drink it, you bitch." It's like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I would love to know. You know how like, years later you find out about like huge celebrities. Like we all know about all the old Hollywood secrets, like from Rock Hudson to Fatty Arbuckle. Like you hear about this stuff later in life.
We're taking it way back.
And I feel like there's so much of this shit happening now that I want.
I gotta go pee.
Like, I want to know what's happening behind the scenes. Like, I want to know like what Obama is really doing. I want to know how the Kardashians like what is really happening. Travis Scott goes over there. Like, what's really going on?
I think
I would love it.
unfortunately, Alex, it's very boring. I think it's more boring than it was in the 50s
think
and
so?
60s.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's all very calculated, and every move is absolutely dialed, and
Right.
it's not the free for all that it used to be. That's what I think.
I think,
I think that
we're in the age of surveillance where if you're a famous person, you can't really enjoy any of those perks like you could back in the the 50s and 60s. You get pulled over by the cops for a DUI, and they go, "Hey, have a good day, buddy." But
they have-
nowadays, you're on
Some
you're
of
on
the like
TMZ.
you hear about like hood rappers have like a party where the phones go into a bag, and like everyone goes in the party. I mean that happens to other parties
that's-
too. But like,
Yeah.
I think it must be nice getting invited to these big Hollywood parties. I've never had to put my phone in a bag.
I've never put my phone in a bag.
Get
I'm
on
going to that
TikTok.
party.
It'll happen.
I've heard about
love-
rappers like a certain West Coast big name producer who's been here forever. I've heard about his infamous orgies through a
So
rapper
You talking about
Dr. Dre?
Talking about DJ
You're talking about the doctor?
I'm talking about the Good Doctor. This is what I heard through someone that was signed to his label to somewhere around the time when they're making one of the Chronic 3, that thing that never happens. And he was telling
Yes,
us
of
about
course.
these like elaborate, crazy orgies they would have. And like
I believe that.
I believe that, right? Like,
Dr. Dre
that's
is
different.
creepy.
But that to me isn't honestly. That's not that twisted to me. Like that's what I would
not
expect.
twisted, no.
I want to hear something. I want to hear something truly freakier and worse. You know, like a little darker. That to me is like, of course, that's what you're gonna do.
Like
if
they
you that
have
kind
like
of
a
money and access.
young lamb in the middle of the room, and everybody has to kill it. Everyone has to stab
Exactly.
it, and then
Yeah.
and then
Yes,
when
it
they
needs to
stab
be-
it, yeah.
More sadistic.
Or they hire a guy just to stab a person. They're like, bring that guy over so we can stab him. And
Or
just
like
stab him
they,
one
they
time.
reenact surviving the game with Ice-T and Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they hunt someone. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
The most
I feel
dangerous.
like
Take 'em out
I
to-
feel like the Trump brothers, the idiots with the no chins, those guys, they do that for sure, right?
They do that.
No.
They do that. Well,
They just shoot big
they're
game.
big
They're too
game.
dumb.
They,
Yeah.
they shoot
But what's
like
bigger than a
animals that
zebra?
you shouldn't kill.
Well, I
Nothing's
think
bigger
I think
than
that
one.
Dr. Dre's
ultimate
boy,
price. What's the
Jimmy
ultimate
Iovine
price?
definitely does weird shit like that.
You think
think so?
Iovine is twisted?
Very twisted, yeah. Ivine's had people killed. A Lyft driver told me that once.
Yep.
I
I
believe
believe
that
it.
because I think all the, you know, when I read the story, there was a great, I believe it was in Vanity Fair about how the Whitney Houston picture was obtained, like that picture of her bathtub where she was dead in the bathtub, all the drugs are everywhere, like that. And there, it was a New Yorker story about the like that subset of employees in Hollywood, the assistants and the valets and the hairdressers, and how they all just sell tips constantly, and that's how all this information gets out. But the person who got that Whitney Houston photo went to the bar at the hotel, snuck up to the floor, and just gave a maid $500 to go in the room and take the picture, and that was it. They sold to TMZ for $10,000.
That
Which
was on Pusha
honestly,
T's
10,000
album cover, right?
That seems low. Am I
Yeah.
crazy?
Exactly, 10,000 seems really low to me.
It was a different time. Adjust for inflation, guys.
True.
Yeah, we do need to adjust for inflation. Fair
Oh,
point.
it's like 16,
But
2.5.
Don't actually adjust, please.
Yeah. in Canadian, it's 2,600. It's 2,600 toonies.
That's a lot of fucking
Yeah, so-
moose.
Dude, we can get moose heart, little kielbasa, couple syrups,
Bag of milk.
bag of milk. Dude, don't talk shit on the bag.
I love it. We would never, bro. Did you guys
Do you
make
guys
merch
get
yet?
dandruff ever? Huh? Yeah.
Do you guys
Talking
have
about
merch?
PTA merch.
Yeah.
No, we're
I've
waiting.
been-
Dude, it's too good. We can't release that. We got to keep this like
cooked up some
podcast.
shit. Yeah, I cooked it up.
Alex,
and,
aren't you in the business, bro?
I'm in the schmata biz.
He does $1 million drops. You think it's a joke? Didn't you see the Ferris wheel?
You see the Ferris wheel? You see we lit up?
I-
You didn't see us
This
light
is
up the Ferris
LA.
wheel?
This isn't New York. Goddamn fucking cool. Like, come on.
No, I know it's
Yeah,
real, but I'm saying, you know, I with the production capabilities that Alex has, I expected a full range to be coming soon to stores near
Alex
you,
chooses
or at
to
least
live in
direct
Los
to consumer.
Feliz.
Listen, we've talked about it. We discussed it, and when the time is right, we're going to drop a wave of merch that's
Okay.
going to level the playing field for all podcast merch. And it's almost unfair.
Yeah, you ever
We're
heard
already-
of
really-
merch? This will be merch.
I really love the logo that's behind you. So I was hoping to maybe get that on a hooded sweatshirt or something. You know, maybe to
Nice
show my support for
embroidery.
you guys.
A twill?
Yeah.
Tweel?
embroidery. Yeah, self patch.
Yeah.
Some flocking.
Oh.
What do you want to do? Let's go.
Now you're just talking big talk, bro. We love
big talk.
flocking.
Let's go deep industry terms here. Chain stitch, flocking, self patches.
Do you see
know
my
what I mean?
chain
I
can
stitch
do-
jacket?
I did see your new jacket. Are you making farm merch, or is this one of one?
No, that was for me and my farmer. That's me and Keenan, okay? 101.
Because do you tend to the farm, or you let the pros do it and you just sit back?
Oh, I dig deep, bro. All due respect. I'll pull a rutabaga out of the ground.
Hey, Maddie,
I'll
what are
pull
you
a
cooking for
rutabaga
dinner
out of the
tonight,
ground.
Chief?
Yeah, what's
Tonight?
for
Well,
dinner at the?
I'm in the big city. I'm in the big, I'm sick side, so
Back in a second.
okay.
Six,
thanks.
six, six, six,
We
six,
walk
six,
off
six,
of
six,
our
six, six,
podcast
six.
all the time. Me and Two-Tone always just wander off. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna be I in the city. I stay with my friend Marika, and so she's vegetarian. So unbeknownst to a lot of people, I don't post about it. I don't talk about it, but like literally during the week, we usually just make some vegetarian pastas or a salad or something at home. It's very lackluster. She doesn't like a lot of flavors, and
Keep
you
it
know,
clean.
I
Sounds
think
like
we
me and
keep-
Jason.
Yeah, you guys. Well, are you guys like fuel? You guys eat for fuel, or you guys only eat for fuel
No,
because that's all that's
Jason-
left?
Chris
No,
does.
Jason's
I don't.
truly a chef. Jason's truly a chef. This is not a game. Jason can cook his ass off. I'm not
Them
kidding.
jeans cooks?
Oh yeah, he's a food influencer, much like yourself, Maddie.
Yeah, I stay in the kitchen, baby.
So in the kitchen, like what do you do you like to use a wood cutting board, a plastic cutting board, a glass cutting board? What
I
kind
use
of
a
cutting
I
board
use
do
a
you
wood
use?
cutting board. Wood,
And then-
Glass is interesting though.
glass. That's a
Glass
throwback.
is like your auntie. Your aunt or like somebody. It's always like a weird relative has a glass
Glass
cutting board.
is crazy.
It's crazy town.
I
I
didn't
had
know
one of
that
those
was
in
a
my
thing. I
20s.
didn't know that existed.
Chris, your mom
Glass
has
is
one.
like a 80s. I feel like it's an 80s thing or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's people
Oh,
out
my
there with
mom
like
does- my
glass
mom
cutting
does have-
boards.
Shit, my mom does have one.
Yeah,
so
it's gotta
Jason
be-
was just
it's
at my
wood
parents'
only.
house for the holidays.
Wood only unless we're doing some seafood prep.
Yeah. Right?
Why you
Nice.
swap out the bullet? You swap out the board for a different kind of meat. You keep kosher.
Not for kosher reasons. Just I feel like
Keep
the fish
kosher.
stink. The fish stink will get into that wood. You know what I mean?
The fish stink gets in. It's
What do
good
you
you're buying
guys-
fish that stinks.
We were talking about this before you came on. My girlfriend got me an air fryer, and then soon after I got it, I read this thing that basically said an air fryer is just a little small oven that goes on top of your oven.
That's right. Yeah, I
You
don't
guys have
think-
any experience with
sounds-
that?
I think air frying is not something that's real.
It's
not,
like bullshit, right? Breaks my
it's
heart.
bullshit. Well, I mean, like
Breaks
every
my heart.
mom loves it. Like my girlfriend's mom is like addicted to air frying.
I think it's just for somebody that's in their 50s or 60s. Like my parents got in, they're like texting me photos of their food like they're fucking Instagrammers. Like it's crazy.
I like regular old American frying. You know what I mean? In a cast iron.
Yeah,
full
I
of
get it
lard,
fucking
baby.
goddamn fucking pot out and fill it full of canola oil and fucking.
But all that
blast it till
oil,
it fucking
how do you
pops.
fuck with that oil, Jason? I know Maddie doesn't care, but
Oh, I mean,
Maybe I don't
if you deep fry something at the right temperature, it doesn't absorb any more oil than any other cooking method.
That's what the fuck I'm talking. Deep frying is literally the healthiest thing for you if you do it properly.
Goddamn right,
That's-
baby.
that's crazy.
But you know, it's
Wow,
hard to
that's-
do it properly.
At 350.
know.
Yeah, gotta
Only
get it at the
only
350.
only Del Taco can really pull it off, from what I've seen.
Del Taco is a perfect restaurant.
Goddamn right, brother.
Hey, brother.
What do you guys?
Hey,
I
brother.
want to ask you guys. You guys are both, shoe guys. I want to know because I think it was like I want to know honestly, like what was your shoe of the year? And I'm not even trying to make this like podcasty, but I just genuinely want to know like what was your actual shoe of the year?
Ooh, interesting. I need to look.
Most worn for me?
Yeah, like what was your actual favorite? Not like what you thought was, but like what was your genuine favorite shoe of the year?
My favorite shoe of the year is the. Oh no! Don't pull those out, Jason.
You're
Not
crazy.
the Kobe's. Not the Kobe's.
What is that?
Kobe.
Is that a Kobe? It looks like a lemon meringue.
Yeah. No,
right.
Jason has to wear. Jason has to wear the Kobe's to play tennis because they don't make tennis shoes in his size.
Yeah. What size your foot?
17.
14?
Foot
17?
size 4.
You have like Shaq feet. Holy fuck.
Shaq like a 23, but yeah. But I am
Oh,
6'9",
so you
you
can't-
know?
Similar.
Wait, you
You're
wear
6'9"?
Wait, hold on. You have a fucking 7. So basically, you can't buy shoes. You're fucked for shoes. You have to dress. You have to wear according to what fits your size. So you have to pretend that you love sneakers, but like the reality
He
is
just
you love
wears
to have a
swimming
nice loafer.
trunks. He wears swimming trunks and
He's
Earth
got
Crisis
no.
I mean,
t-shirts.
Jason's got a.
Alex summed it up
He's got
pretty
the
damn
Alec-
well.
He's got the alligator Stacey Adams on Deckington. You already.
I have,
know.
yeah, but
Come on.
there's pros and cons to it. The downside is you can't just walk into a store and buy shoes.
No.
And if you go to like Nike.com and you type in your size, you're like, here you can get white Air Force Ones and you can get black Air Force Ones,
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's it.
And you guys can go and buy 75,000 different styles. But when you look on eBay or like the depths of the internet of what is out there, I can procure footwear that nobody else has even seen. That doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean it's good, but I am the only one.
No,
in
yeah, there's
Glendale.
a
What do you
reason-
do for
there's a reason-
loafers?
I got no loafers.
He can't loaf. I'm gonna get him.
not
I'm gonna
happening.
get him as a gift. I'm gonna get him because I'm a big loafer daddy. I'm gonna get him a pair of custom
Same.
made at some point as a gift because he
Got to.
needs. I wear.
I'm not really a
I wear
loafer kind of guy, though.
JM Weston penny loafers, and I feel like I could go to the JM Weston store and maybe they would make Jason.
I'm a little more
It'd
of a
probably cost
blue
me
collar
$1,200
kind
bucks.
of guy.
No, you're not.
I'm not really a loafer
not.
cat.
I could see it on you. It'd look good. I have a vision for your look,
patent
and we're gonna
leather
get there
shoe.
one day.
A long ass loafer.
We're gonna get there.
I'm a
long
little long
loafers.
on
We're
the
gonna get
loafer,
there.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. We're gonna get there.
Just stick your foot up a
one day.
crocodile's ass and call it a day.
Hey.
Hey.
Wow, great idea, guys. I have to go pretty soon. I have a dinner reservation.
Chris has a hard out.
Oh, Chris, I was gonna go anyway, so don't worry about it. I was gonna.
No,
I
I
was,
was leaving.
I was leaving.
I was leaving.
I'll
So,
stick
I
around.
just- I
Jason and I will finish up this podcast, guys.
I didn't know how it works for you guys, but it seems like it's a pretty loose style.
What do you mean? No, we
We're-
have a thing now. We have a rapid fire test, and you guys have to
no.
answer these questions.
No,
Okay.
no. We're in the death rattles of this podcast. Let's be honest.
Nobody listens.
It's
Our
fine.
retention's like 9 minutes. It's fine.
I would have
Well-
listened to this all the way, guys. Don't worry.
Chris
Are you
Black
guys
Are
gonna
we doing
promote
Jason
it?
something?
Stewart are two coastal elites who have just returned from a tour of the South with their girlfriends. It included the cities of Charleston, Nashville, and Atlanta. And I do apologize for the audio in the last episode. We had two-tone listening through the speakers, so it didn't work too well. And we have
Could
had
have
some
cleaned
rough
that up in
audio
post, Jason.
throughout.
Could have cleaned that up in post.
You have a nice.
that's
wait,
how-
how come his?
Cleaning it up in post is
How
what
come-
fucked up the episode. I'll leave it at that.
How come producer Jason's voice is nicer than any of us that are actually on the program?
Yeah, Jason, your voice got my dick on hard. Do you want to
Good luck.
talk maybe, in a different chat?
Yeah, we can arrange that.
All right.
Can you just read
Really?
my
Jason.
emails to
There are a
me?
lot of
Jason
questions,
Crime.
man.
Just from one pod producer to another.
He has show structure. So we started off 2021. We had a meeting before here. So we got the meeting into small talk. It's the first episode of 2021. We're going to introduce and we're going to hype up the guests. Guests join. It's a meet and greet situation, guys. Loose talk. Conversation with these guys should flow very naturally. The conversation stalls or gets boring. You don't have anywhere to go. Skip down to the 7 Deadly Sins segment that I wrote out.
Don't roast him like this. This is literally his job. He has to do this because you guys are gonna fuck up without him.
Those are great instructions, Jason.
I stand with Jason as a more professional podcaster. I stand with Jason.
Which
As
Jason?
a more than me?
Yes, than you. Exactly more.
All right.
Exactly
Do you
more
want
than
to
you.
do you want to play 7 Deadly Sins to write us out, or does Chris? Do you have to go?
I gotta go. So you guys let me know what we're gonna do. But
You guys,
let's do
I
it.
just want to say, do you guys have any? Do you guys want to plug your pod? No one's listening at this moment, but do you guys want to? Do you guys want to like kind of plug a pod, or
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
have
yeah.
like
Yes, we do.
a new article?
Yes, we do.
A new article
answer
coming
is
out in
yes.
like GQ.
The answer is yes. Check out How Long Gone. It's on all podcast platforms. We talk to a myriad of guests about all kinds of things from music and pop culture to fashion and nut milk and cigarettes and shorts and Jason's beautiful head of hair. We also do How Long Gone Radio, which is every Saturday exclusively on Spotify, where we break down the new music of the week, good, bad, ugly, and otherwise. Subscribe to Jason's Substack, Let Me Get a Bite, where he talks about food and other assorted things that he's into. Follow us all on social media at Done to Death Projects, at Done to Death, at Them Jeans. Check us out in Vogue. We'll have more important press coming soon for you to read more about us and dive deeper into our psyches. Thank you, Maddie and Alex, for having us on your program. We're big fans of you both, and we're very happy to be here.
What the fuck is a Substack?
What the fuck was that? That was better than anything we've ever done. I
know,
could
that
never
was so
even
good.
say
That was
any
Jay
of those
Z
words.
in the blacking out in the booth.
That's
level
off dome,
podcast
fellas.
plugging.
That's off dome. That's off dome. You already know what the fucking vibes are.
The Rock
Body
really
that
is in
shit.
the building. Do you,
No,
do you
but-
guys want to
but,
plug anything?
No, we don't even know how to do that.
We're
Check out
I'm
YouTube.
already a millionaire. I don't really care about plugging stuff.
Ha! Well, we're trying to
That
get.
was
We're
cool.
just trying to get on Maddie's level. I can't wait to come to the farm and have you make me a coco chino after we do a little lift together.
Bro,
I can't
I
wait to come kill a
want
chicken.
100%. I'll pay for your flights, no problem. When the vaccine hits,
Millionaire swag.
everyone, you guys are coming out. We're gonna do a full week on the farm. I'm gonna teach you guys how to farm, lift weights, and fucking shoot a duck and fucking clean it and cook it. Okay.
That's honestly a great idea. We'll bring our content creators
I'm
as well,
up
so we
on it,
capture
man.
from every angle. I think that's a great idea.
I'll
I
start
think if
working
we-
on the deck. I think I can get Ruka to pay for
I
this
think
whole thing.
HBO Max is probably really excited, or Hulu.
Yeah, I mean, we did lose the opportunity with Quibi, but I'm hearing that a lot of the Quibi staff is moving to Cameo. So we could maybe create this content for Cameo.
Cameo.
Just spin it
I
out
want to
into
shout out
something.
Cameo for continuously trying to get me to join. I just really want.
Why
them
would you
to
not
know-
do it?
Why? Because I think it's just a bad look, to be honest.
I agree.
Unless
I
you give
agree. I think
100%
it's
to
really
charity.
funny.
I think unless you give
Yeah.
100% to charity, I'm like, I can't ask for my. The
agree.
amount of people that ask me for like birthday videos and stuff, I do all the time just for free because I'm like, you guys, I have so much stuff out there, and I've been given a beautiful life
that
through my
makes sense.
fans. So I
you're
even
right.
at my
And
like, I'm like, when I see celebrities do that, I just picture like. That one guy from like Creed that's putting up the YouTube video of him in a motel, and he's like, I need money. Things didn't go well. Things have not gone well. I need money. Like it's just
Can
so
you-
like
Well,
unfortunately, I think
while-
it's I don't know.
It is corny, but while we're here, if we could get a How Long Gone drop from you, that'd be great. If you could just go ahead and
Yeah, like if you guys
hey-
want to go to How Long Gone, it's a podcast about two successful white men. They've had no obstacles in their life. They've been really successful. One still lives at home and with his parents in Atlanta, and the other guy's 17 feet high with a cock that abnormally it seems bigger than it should be, even on a 6'9" person. And they talk. Their podcast is just 100% reality check. They like to check on people and see how they're doing. And it's
a
called How
welfare
Long
check.
Gone. It's only audio
Perfect.
because they don't even need to flex. It's just everyone wants to listen. They don't no sugar, all spice.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
man.
Jason, if you could,
Gang
producer
shit.
Jason, if you could
I
just
appreciate
isolate
it.
that audio and send it over to us.
I'm already
it's,
on
it's
it, yeah.
Done to Death Represents at gmail.com. That'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be using that a lot.
You can have us
you're
on your
welcome.
podcast.
Thank you very much, guys.
Well, we already had you on the podcast, and honestly, 4 men is too much. So, Two-Tone, let's talk off pod about scheduling you
do
to come on.
two-tone. You do two-tone because you guys can talk going deep about the 80s Venice gang graffiti scene. It's a really interesting
I would honestly like to do that, but unfortunately, we're booked until February. So I'll be in touch to discuss some options. Date
Alex,
options.
we would love to have you on, and then
We're
We would
fully
love to have
booked.
you
That's
into
why
it.
I called you guys
Anytime.
yesterday to come on today. We're booked too.
Yeah, we're booked.
I can tell.
I love the elitist,
okay.
like the subtle snobbery that Chris exudes. It's like he's dissing you. You don't feel dissed, but you feel.
I
hurt
want to
later. It's
hang
like-
out with him more.
yeah.
I want
I'm
to hang
not-
out with him more.
It's like being slapped with a silk glove. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like
He's the
it's
Velvet
offensive.
Hammer.
yeah, I mean,
I-
we've all been victims of different types of abuse, and we've learned.
We're
a
all
new one today.
broken. We're all broken.
We're all broke.
But we keep coming
I-
back to this to him. Don't
Can you suck your own dick? Is that like a thing or no? I've always wanted to meet somebody that can.
I can't. I'm flexible, but I ain't that flexible.
I can't even
On
like
that
lick my
note,
nipple.
guys, I really have to go. I have to put on a
I
shirt
can lick
and
it.
stuff.
Oh,
Set Chris
okay.
free.
Okay.
That's
okay.
it.
He can
This
lick
podcast
it. He
is
can
over.
lick it, everybody.
This podcast is over.
You can lick
Thank
it.
you.
That's an
Thank you,
achievement.
Alex.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Chris.
DJ Them Jeans. Thank you, producer Jason. When is this going to come out, fellas?
Thursday.
That's exciting.
We'll distribute it. We'll distribute it to our massive network of listeners. So hopefully we can get some crossover between these two podcasts.
Low
pollinate this shit.
highbrow. Okay.
Low highbrow. And Jason, do we need to send you our files from our Zoom? I can do that a little bit later tonight.
You guys actually know what you're doing, eh?
Okay.
Sounds good,
all right.
man.
Thank you. Sounds
Hey, man,
good, brother.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Sounds
Just
good.
delete everything. I don't even haven't been recording.
Were you guys
you,
recording
thank you.
because I wasn't?
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you
All right,
guys.
gents.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Later.